What's up? Peace. Once again, Tepe you. I'm Necha Israel. Divine Peace in the building. Welcome back to Realize TV. And we about to get into the rest of this good old information for our people.
Yeah, what's going on is I was heard this conversation, right? Because we talking about this whole goddess, I'm gonna say goddess power, goddess
Woman, feminine,
talk, feminine energy, whatever,
lady, whatever.
whatever. Yeah, it was over the word female. And as of late, some women feel some kind of way if you say, yeah, you know, the females. So what if I just say, well, that's her? What is her? Is it her as a female? If that makes sense?
Yeah, her. Well, because we refer to women as her, third person, I think, right?
Right.
And well, for me though, her, it comes out of our now valid, one of the great principles from the goddess named Het-Hor, or Het-Hor.
Oh.
The Greeks might know her by the name of Heather, Huet.
Or Het-Hor, right?
Het-Hor.
All
Right. That's the Greek name. And so what I did, I have people like white sources and this and that and the other and books. So what I did today was bring one of my books. This is an awesome book. It's by Mufundisi Hutimas Ka En Heru Ke En Salam. This is called Spiritual Warriors or Healers. I had this book since 2003. It looked like this because it survived Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, so, very good.
So it's a spiritual book. That's
very
how powerful
good.
the information
Right.
that Foundation will put out. You know what I mean? It survived Hurricane Katrina when a lot of the other hundreds of books went under. It's
right.
one of the few that survived, right? And I had this since 2003. It's 2022. Not to be dated, but I had
right.
the book since
that had to survive. That had to make it.
Right. So this is some awesome information. So what I want to do right here is read about Het-Hor, since we're talking about her. And to me, the word her, and I'm gonna show some other things about her, how her comes out of our ancestors' word. Etymologically speaking, her, I'm saying, comes from the Kemetic goddess Het-Hor, Het-Heart. And I'm even show how the word heart comes out of her name, Het-Hor. Right? Now, in spiritual warriors or healers, got some things highlighted. It says that Het-Hor, the nature, mother of light, music, dance, happiness, and womanship. Right? She's also known as Het-Hort and Heather by the Greeks. Het-Hor literally means house of Heru or mansion of Heru. Het-Hor is the cosmic womb from which Heru is born, the one who will return to the source. Right? A song of extreme happiness from the old period says, I praise the golden nature, I exalt her majesty, I raise high the lady of heaven, I make praise for Het-Hor and chants for my mistress. Right? And another thing here says, Het-Hor, lady of the west, thou of the starboard side, lady of the sacred land, Ra in his forehead, which equates to the pineal. Okay. So, for me, like I said, Het-Hor. Now, etymologically, I went and look up the word her. And once again, it's an old English word that's coming out of German words. And two of the German words I found interesting to represent a female. One is H-A-A-R, her, and one is Iru. Now, these two German words which represent her, H-A-A-R, and I-R-U. I say, damn, this her sounds like hard, which is another word for Het-Hor. It's hard, right? And this Iru, to me, even sounds like Heru, right? I'm writing upside down, right? But it even sounds like Heru, Aru. This is a word for a female, her, in German.
Aru, you say that's German.
These are German words.
Her,
and Aru.
And Aru.
And these both represent her, H-E-R.
So that's how you say her in those.
Yeah, in Old German, which the English word, how we say her to represent the female in third person, comes from the German word her, H-A-R-R sound, however you want to say that. And the second one, the older one, is Aru. And to me, Aru definitely sounds like Heru.
Right.
Right? And Har definitely sounds like Har.
Het-Hor.
Even Het-Hor, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying, for me, etymologically speaking, that show me that piece of paper there? That both of these the word her etymologically wise it says it comes out of Old German, but for me, that Old German connection shows that it has an Egyptian or Nile Valley connection, right? So with that being said, just with that little research from it, hard, like I said, it has those connections. Also, it says that she's the mansion of Heru, how I read, or the house of Heru, right? And the house contains things, right?
Right.
Like her name, Het. Het is first, and Heru, and that is second, right? And she's the house of Heru, or the soul of Heru is contained, born, and returns to her, right? Now, in these modern English words, we have words that represent the goddess that also contains what we call the child or the man. In the word female, I'm talking about how Het-Hor in our ancestor language contained the male principle or the Christ principle or the boy principle, right, inside of her. He was in her house, her mansion, right? So in the word female, the word male is contained inside of female.
Right, female.
Inside of it though. Because the fee is first, represent that it's a woman. So with this, the male is inside the fee. Right?
Right.
Female. In the word she, he is contained inside of she. Because the S is first, and we know that S is symbolic to the serpent or the snake or the cobra or the Uranus or the Kundalini. And the S also symbolizes woman. So the S is a feminine symbol, not a male symbol, right? And even in the word woman,
the womb,
or whatever woman, but in woman, man is contained in woman also.
Now when we say contained, we mean
just inside.
Like the womb. My mother's stomach?
Yeah, the womb.
All right.
Right. The man, like you just said, the woman. Mm-hmm. Well, the man is inside the woman. Even in he's inside of the.
I see that.
Even with the female, he's inside of her. And with the goddess, that just shows that she's plural and eternal. Two S's symbolizing that ongoing energy of the woman. So the God is made perpetual by the goddess. Mm. The S, she makes the perpetual. She's the continual, not the God. Right? So even in these modern words, she, woman, female, you see Het-Hor of the male principle contained, like Het-Hor contains Het-Hor, female contains male. You know, so even these language, if you want to say this esoteric or this masonically put together, however the creator of this language put this stuff together.
Was that? Let me ask you this. I'm gonna just use the term they. So they, whoever that may be, was that done on purpose?
For me,
because what you showed me is like in plain sight once it's broken down. But some things you might look at and don't know what you're looking at, but when you see like, God.
Right. I think, like I said, when we talk about the word and the power of the word being able to create more words and ongoing and going and going and going, right? Even with languages, new languages, with scripts, new scripts, you know, even with music evolving into rap and hip hop language and all this stuff, speaking different words. Yes, I think the word power has made it possible for these things to happen. You know, just the power of the word itself.
Right. To manifest different things.
Yes. That's what I think, to answer your question. You know, I would say simply that. You know. So you good on that? You good?
Yeah, man.
Alright, well, on that note, y'all, we're gonna take a break and we'll get back with y'all. This is Real Lives TV. I'm Neptune Israel, Divine Peace, and we out.